Joining us now from House Foreign Affairs, Congressman Scott Perry. It's good to see you again, Congressman. Okay, these new reports that are coming in, they seem to be some conflicting information that's coming out of the White House. Now President Biden says he will not let Ukraine join NATO in a peace deal with Russia. This is coming ahead of NATO's annual summit July 9th. But then Secretary of State Blinken had said, yes, Ukraine will join NATO. So is this just, the fog of trying to figure out how to do a peace deal with Russia, or is there real confusion here?
Well, it could be the fog in President Biden's brain. I'm not sure. He might not know what Anthony Blinken is saying. He might actually not know what he's thinking. So I think it's just the continued confusion and mixed messages from the administration that just hopes the problem will go away and thinks that the answer is to continually throw more money and more American weapons at it. And so it's apparent, though, that they're not on the same page, that they haven't spoken to one another. And what's really apparent, and I kind of fared this out with Secretary Blinken about a week and a half ago, is that there is no plan. They have no plan. As a matter of fact, we in Congress and the Republican House of Representatives have asked for their plan for months on end now, and they have not produced it. So no one should be surprised that you're not hearing about a plan now. They don't have one.
Okay, these reports coming out of the Daily Telegraph overseas, the Telegraph is reporting that NATO is now drawing up plans to actually send American troops to the front lines of Europe to fight Russia if Putin moves in further west, that there are new land corridors that NATO is planning to quickly funnel U.S. soldiers through Central Europe into the Balkans via these corridors in Italy, Greece, and Turkey towards Russia's northern border, and also Russia's northern border via Scandinavia. I mean, is this true, or is this just contingency planning war exercises? What do you think of this story?
Well, I'm concerned about it. We don't answer to NATO. They don't command any troops of America on the battlefield, and they don't make decisions for us. Unfortunately, President Biden has continued to project weakness, which might allow them to think and to believe that they can do that. But, Ukraine, as we all know, is not a NATO country, so no Article 5 commitment is required there. And, while we might have troops and equipment stationed in the area, I think it'd be a shock to the American people to find out that somehow their sons and daughters are being commanded by a globalist organization without the direction of the United States Congress, who is the only one with the authority for the United States of America to declare war. Not even the president has that authority, and so certainly NATO and the UN don't have that authority either.
Well, it sounds really scary. NATO leaders reportedly last year were getting ready 300,000 troops to be kept in a state of higher readiness to defend NATO in case Putin did get more aggressive. And, Putin's already saying, you use U.S. weapons or Western allies use their weapons, or their weapons get used inside Russia by Ukraine. That's a problem. Final word.
Well, it might be a problem for Vladimir Putin, but it's a problem for the United States that he's using Chinese and Iranian as well as Russian weapons. So we're not going to be kowtowed or intimidated by Vladimir Putin, but we're also not going to send our sons and daughters to another endless war where the United States has a very specious interest and where there is no plan, and the interest or the plan have not been outlined by this president.
Congressman Perry, thanks for helping us break that story down. We'll stay on it. It's good to see you again.